Hey, hello and welcome to this update on the project for Airport Empire. I thought I'd do this video presentation as it can be more of a show and tell, and I can show you how we're getting along. So my name's Jason. I don't think I've put myself on video before. So I'm the game designer and founder of Islava Games, and we are bringing you Airport Empire. On the last update, I told you that we needed to get the samples done, and then once we get the samples, we can approve it and continue from there. So I have the samples, and I can show you what's changed since the campaign, since what we had on the campaign. We've made some small changes, some improvements, etc. So I can show you that and give you more of an update. First off, so what's happened now, we've got these samples. I'm going to give it my final approval. It's going to mass production, but also while I'm checking it over, it's gone to the lab for testing. So these little symbols you always see on boxes, that's basically telling, well, they're required to sell in Europe and America, and it just says that it's basically a safe product. So in order to get these symbols, I have to send it to a lab, they test it, make sure nothing toxic's been used, etc., etc. So they're doing that now, and they told me they'll be finished next Friday. It's Friday now, so a week from now. So once they come back and say all is good, then we go into mass production. That should be finished at the end of December. So let's say early January. There's always a little bit of delay, I'm sure. And we start fulfilling early January. As some of you may know, familiar with Kickstarter and this kind of thing, Chinese New Year is a big deal. Things shut down for like a month. This year, I'm not sure when it is, but it's always around February time. So I kind of want to get done before then and get things sent out. So that's my goal, to get it all shipped and fulfilled before the end of January. So yeah, let me show you what we've got. So, got the base game. We've got Ages of Aviation, which is a cosmetic add-on, basically. So I'll show you more in a minute. And then this one, which you haven't seen before, is the component pack. So this is any of you who ordered the 3 to 4 player component pack. This is how it comes. And it's got all the additional pieces required. But just sits a bit high. So it's not pretty, but it fits in the box and will fit in your cupboard. Let's see here. So I've been playing around with this a little bit, so it's a little bit messy. So game rules, nothing's changed there. This is new. So we've got some suggestions in the comments, and it's something, one of the stretch goals we didn't hit was to make like a nice almanac book with lots of details and stuff, but we didn't hit it, so I couldn't do it. However, I made like a simplified version. So at the back of the rules book, you saw the videos, there's like all the buildings with all the different points you can earn, how much they cost, etc. So the idea is that while someone else is having their turn, you can be flicking through and planning your strategy and what you're going to do next. So what I've done, I've added another little book, and so there's 2. So you can have 1 each basically. And I've added a few little nuggets here. So it's got like things, best facilities for customer service, best facilities for profits, that kind of stuff. And the scoreboard. So scoreboard, this had it initially anyway, but it's got the dual layer, so your counters won't fall out. And then what I've done, which you wouldn't have seen, this is new because I couldn't do it in the initial sample. There you go. You can see I've added indentations on the card, so then pieces will fit quite snugly on the balancing it there. Looking further into the box, so. Trying to think what's changed. So this one was a common thing. We changed the name of it used to be called a tally chart. Now it's called your airport rating. Turns out not a lot of people use the word tally, so I changed it. And also this one, can you see it's also double layered? So your counters will fit nicely in there. So if you give it a nudge, it won't ruin the game. That's new. And then also what's semi-new, I also applied the same indentation on this placeholder card. So the card should sit quite snugly on that as well. No, let's do this one. Component pack. So if you ordered the 3 to 4 player one, yeah, the reason I really wanted to do make it 3 to 4 player in the first place, but because we're building this big airport and I want the customization options to be there for everyone, that just the sheer amount of pieces that I need to make it 3 to 4 player would just make the box so big and heavy that I just couldn't do it basically for the main game. So by adding this option, those of you who want the extra players can now do that. And this is a Kickstarter thing only, so when it comes out in the future, if I can get it into mass production, this won't be available to purchase. So Yeah, so this is how it comes. You've got the extra airport pieces. And then here's all the extra pieces you need. So you've got extra airport rating cards, extra building cards, planes, some different color counters, and a bit more money just in case. And then finally, Ages of Aviation. Like I said, this is a cosmetic add-on. So this was the original dice mat. It's got all the original planes on. So what I've done, I've just added a little mini one. So if you choose to use these old school planes, so for example here I've got the 747, the old 747 to be used instead of the A380. I've got the old classic Boeing Comet, and then here's the dice mat you'd use instead. So that's a cool little dice mat. And then the buildings themselves are quite self-explanatory. So they share the same name. So that's the train station. If you can see that, it's the train station with an old steam train and stuff. You obviously just use that instead of the modern train station. So this is just a nice our little tribute to vintage aviation, and it just gives you a nice little different experience when you play it again and again and again. And that's essentially it. The only other thing I want to do is I want to give you an update on the Golden Age expansion pack. We've basically finished the development on that. We're just finishing up the design and illustrations, just making it look pretty. So in about a week or two, I'll be able to give you a demonstration on what that is going to bring to the table. If you like this kind of video format style update, let me know, and I can keep doing this again in the future. The next update you'll hear from me is with the Golden Age expansion, and I need to, because we've made some changes to the game, I'm going to have to change the airport rules video that I made, so I can send the link to that so you can familiarize yourself with the rules. Anyway, happy holidays, and we'll talk again soon.